Hi, I'm Patrick Reagan. Welcome to the Wired Networking, Part 8, Troubleshooting Physical Interface Issues. This video will finish off the Network Plus exam objective on troubleshooting common cabling and physical interface issues. It covers CRC errors, runts, giants, and drops, and it covers port status used in switches and routers. Network interface issues that show up in the NIC or switch port statistics include cyclic redundancy check, runts, giants, or drops. To show interface errors on Cisco switches, run the show interface command as shown, show interface Ethernet 1/1. Cyclic redundancy check, or CRC, is when packets arrive at the NIC or switch port corrupted with bad data checksum. When a packet is sent, a one-way hash is calculated of the data that is included with the packet. When the packet is received, the same one-way hash is calculated and compared with the one included with the packet. If the two one-way hash values are different, the packet is corrupted, tampered with, or modified. It is caused by bad cables or connectors, electrical interference or EMI, duplex mismatch with one side being full and the other side being half duplex, and faulty NIC or switch port. To fix, replace the cable, check duplex and speed settings, and test with different port and devices. Runts are packets smaller than 64 bytes, which indicate incomplete or malformed frames. It is caused by collisions in half-duplex networks, faulty NICs or switch hardware, and misconfigured devices. To fix, check for duplex mismatch, replace failing hardware, and confirm no legacy half-duplex configs. Giants are packets larger than the standard frame size, typically over 1,518 bytes for Ethernet, unless jumbo frames are enabled. It's caused when the jumbo frames are sent without proper configuration on both sides, malfunctioning NIC, or software bugs. To fix, enable or disable jumbo frames as needed, verify maximum transmission unit or M2U settings, and update drivers and firmware. Drops are packets were intentionally discarded by the NIC or switch. Input drops are buffer overflows, whereas the device can't handle the traffic rate. Output drops are devices can't send fast enough. Drops are caused by congestion or oversubscription, CPU or memory overload on the device, and quality of service or QoS policies. To fix, reduce traffic load, upgrade hardware, or tune QoS policies and buffers. Error disabled is a protective state on network switch interfaces, whereas the network device shuts down a port because it detected a problem or a violation. Think of it as the switch saying, "Something's wrong here. I'm disabling this port to protect the network." The port needs to be manually reset or automatically recovered if configured. Common causes of the network error disabled is port security violation where too many MAC addresses or unauthorized MAC detected. BPDU guard is when spanning tree BPDU receives on a port where it shouldn't be, such as the access port. Loop detection is when a switch detects a loop in the network from this port. Unidirectional link is when a switch sees traffic one way only, which is common with fiber links. Link flapping is when a port keeps going up and down repeatedly. Duplex mismatch can cause errors leading to error disables, which is less common in modern switches. Storm control is a broadcast or multicast storm threshold exceeded. L2 protocol tunneling is an unexpected layer 2 protocol like CDP/LLDP received. When you run the show interface command on a switch or router and you get the gigabyte Ethernet is down, line protocol is down, not connect, indicates that the physical link is down with no electrical signal is being detected. The switch port is not administratively shut down, or it would say administratively down. The not connect status always points to a disconnected cable, bad cable, or no device at the other end. On network switches, when a port status shows administratively down or suspended, it's telling you the port is not active but for different reasons. Administratively down is a port that has been manually disabled by an admin using the shutdown command. The switch is not allowing any traffic on the port. You'll often see administrative down, line protocol down, and show interface output. To fix, use the interface command and then execute the no shutdown command. Suspended is a port that is enabled, but the switch has temporarily disabled it due to a condition like Ethernet channel mismatch, port security violation, VLAN mismatch or VLAN shutdown, or fabric port issues in environments like Cisco Nexus. To fix, check the cause by Show Interface Status and Show Ethernet Channel Summary commands, Show Port Security, and Show Logging commands. You have users who are unable to access the company's shared drive. The switch interface that the shared drive is connected to is displaying the following as shown on the screen. Which of the following is most likely the cause? Answer: the cable is not plugged in. Question: you receive a report from the server team that a server's network connection is not working correctly. The server team confirms the server is operating correctly except for the network connection. The technician checks the switchboard connected to the server and reviews the data shown on the screen. Which of the following should the network technician perform to correct the issue? Answer: replace the Cat5 patch cable with the Cat6 cable. Question: you're reviewing interface errors on a switch. Which of the following indicates that a switch port is receiving packets in excess of the configured MTU? Answer: giants. Question: at which of the following layers of the OSI model will the administrator most likely start to troubleshoot when a network is experiencing a number of CRC errors? Answer: layer 1. Question: a technician is investigating a SAN switch that has a high number of CRC errors. Which of the following is the most likely cause of the errors? Answer: break in the fiber. For more information, visit these sites. In summary, to show interface errors on Cisco switches, run the Show Interface command. Cyclic redundancy check, or CRC errors, are packets arrived at the NIC or switch port are corrupted with bad data checksum. Runts are packets smaller than 64 bytes, which indicate incomplete or malformed frames. Giants are packets larger than the standard frame size, which is typically over 1,518 bytes for Ethernet, unless jumbo frames are enabled. Drops are packets were intentionally discarded by the NIC or switch. Administratively down indicates that the port has been manually disabled by an admin using the shutdown command. Suspended indicates the port is enabled, but the switch has temporarily disabled it due to conditions like ether channel mismatch, port security violation, VLAN mismatch, VLAN shutdown, or fabric port issues. The not connect status almost always points to a disconnected cable, bad cable, or no device at the other end. Thank you for watching this video. This completes the wired networking series. The next series will be wireless networking. If you have not already, subscribe to the Pat Has Your Back channel. Thank you.